Due to my attention-seeking nature, I recently decided that because I'm not going to get to go on holiday this summer otherwise, I'm going to try and get on a coach trip. And the most embarrassing thing about that is not the decision to go on a coach trip. Like, it's not that I'm at that stage in my life where I'm like, well, Big Brother's cancelled, and also I haven't got any like really extreme views against kind of, you know, people of different races or different sexual preferences, so I wouldn't have got on anyway. But, you know, more embarrassing than that is I went downstairs and I said, Mum, I've decided I'm going to go on a coach trip, and she said, don't you need to have a friend to do that? I was like, thanks, Mum. I think that sort of the embarrassing things or ridiculous things that we do in life, it's nice to share them with people. I mean, like, but only kind of in a way where I get to tell people things about my day. Like, I don't really want people to tell me about their day. I mean, I work in a shop, and rather than saying, oh, you're doing anything for the rest of the day, I prefer to say, right, you know what, after I finish my shift, I'm going to go home, I'm going to make myself some like lasagna, and then I'm going to watch Hollyoaks, and I don't care what they're doing. I don't really care what the rest of you are doing after you go home, because it's all about me. That's how I roll. Which I think is how we all roll, actually, but just not everyone's as amazing as me and has the confidence to say it. But don't feel bad about it, because you probably have like the things in your life other than just obsessive self-promotion, which is fab. I did eventually explain that my dog had an operation and then like ate all its stitches and then all its intestines fell out. And so that day when that happened, that was horrifying, but I was also chuffed because I thought for the rest of the day, if anyone tries to tell me anything about their life, I'll be able to say, oh well, I've got a story that tops that. And that's all that matters to me. I mean, you know, you're getting woken up at 6:30 in the morning because the dog's screaming, your dad's shouting, going downstairs, finding your dad holding the dog's intestines in his hands. And, you know, and we rushed the dog to the vet and everything. Not before my dad fainted, by the way, which I keep telling more and more people about, and he kind of is like denying that he ever fainted. But he doesn't often lie down on the kitchen floor, and that was also like definitely not the most opportune time to be doing it, like just like trying it out. So he definitely did faint. When you meet Courtney Reynolds, say you knew you fainted because you held the dog's intestines, possibly. I know that I do every day. But yeah, Jack Wills, that is a shop, if anybody doesn't know, populated as in the employees and also customers by kind of scary hipster people who are too trendy for me to kind of get my head around. Like, they're sort of people who wear those like Fruit of the Loom sweatshirts with like kind of ducks on them or wolves. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe they're like quite cool. I mean, I like ducks and wolves. I'd like to express that with a sweatshirt. But if I was to try that, would people think, hey, yeah, Groovy, she's one of us, you're welcome in Jack Wills, come on in to Jack Wills, you're ironically a fan of that wolf. Or would they be like, oh, there's one of them like tits that just, you know, she actually just likes wolves. And you know, which I think is quite unfair, because, you know, that means that people who really do like wolves and want to express that in the chest area, they really don't have much of an outlet, unless they get like an unfortunate tattoo. Well, basically, kind of. I was trying to think of like a female version for any holds a goal, but I couldn't. That, by the way, isn't even a joke. That's just a thought. But sorry, it's been quite a while since I do this because I have a proper job now, and by that I mean I have a 4-hour contract selling vegetarian cosmetics. But that's really been bogging me down. Where was I? Yeah, so internet dating. I don't think kind of, you know, somebody saying, oh, I like similar blog, but you're not going to find your soulmate. I think that what you need to do is kind of, I've stripped it back to the bare bones. This is going to be my Dragon's Den presentation, by the way. Stripped it back to the bare bones. What do you want from a relationship? You want people to do shit that you don't like or can't do. So, my dating profile would have a picture of me, and then it would say, I can't kill spiders. I can't lift a bike above my head to get it on a roof rack. I can't operate one of those like sticks that, you know, like opens the loft, kind of when you've got the door. The hook and twizzle, I can't do that. And then, you know, you basically say, click here if you would be willing to do all this, to have a go on that. Like, you know, because that's you know, what you need for a relationship. I mean, I am unique this evening in the way that I am a female comic. The rest of the comics that you see in this evening are not, to my knowledge, female. They might be coming in Mulan. Well, I was trying to think of, you know, other sort of famous transsexuals that way, but there aren't many. Again, not a joke, just musings.
The Crankies.
Who?
The Crankies.
The Crankies, good one!
Yeah, that's what I think.
Good one, you might want to rethink your decision not to come up here, sir. How did you damage your arm? Which is your dominant arm, by the way, which is the
one that's knackered. I fell down the stairs.
Why, really?
Yeah.
Is that what she told you to say? That was a bit of banter. It's like chatting, but professional. I'm a female comedian. A friend of mine once really annoyed me, saying that he didn't think that female comedians were funny because he didn't think that women had. You know, like kind of didn't really think they were funny. But I used to live in an all-female household, and just one day, you know, we were kind of getting on with a bit of cleaning things, and you know, I was taking out my washing out of the washing machine, and my friend came down and said, you know, she needs to put a wash in. I thought, you know what, it's right what they say about women. When they live together, their cycles do sync up. That's my only proper joke. But yeah, so